Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Saints Discord. We got stuff to talk about today.
Thanks.
Do.
Where do you want to start?
Oh, good question. Pay our respects to Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
I thought people were fucking with me because just last week we were like, "Oh man, looks like he went to the hospital. That sucks. I hope he's okay." And then like the next day, I saw the announcement that he died, and like hardly saw anybody talking about it. That was weird to me.
Yeah,
I saw plenty of people
I heard
making
that-
jokes about it.
I was watching
yeah,
Razorfist
he's gonna-
stream when they got the news that he'd gone to the hospital. I'm like, oh man, but it's like, it sounded like from what they were saying, it's like that he had like called the column that he was working with, and he seemed to be in good spirits. And then I find out when I wake up the next day that he's dead, and I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that's one that I didn't expect.
No.
I thought for sure we were going to lose Steven Seagal before we're going to lose Chuck Norris.
Yeah, the world is really fucking unfair.
You know.
I mean, yeah, like, Norris was older, but anybody that's seen Seagal lately, it's like the dude looks like he's made out of pressed honey glazed ham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
stand by my theory.
What?
Is that Chuck Norris did not in fact die. He simply got tired of waiting on their rematch and asked Def to take him to Bruce.
Well, he's gonna show up for his own eulogy. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Tell Bruce, like, hold on a second, I'll be right back.
Yeah, he didn't actually die.
Yeah.
Doom Guy was just needing someone to give him some backup.
Doom Guy needed backup.
To conquer hell with.
Yeah, I remember in high school,
absolute icon.
1 year for my birthday, it was like my birthday or Christmas, my mom gave me a whole book of Chuck Norris jokes. It was like that thick. And then it had like, well, some of the pages were just like, it was like mostly Chuck Norris jokes interspliced with like some biography about him. You know?
I think one of the funniest ones that I heard, I think I was watching Real BBC, and somebody said it's like Chuck Norris once told a woman to calm down, and she did. I'm like, that's great.
Ladies, we're just joking.
Even Chuck Norris knows not to pick that fight.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's rest in peace. I hope his family's doing okay.
Yeah.
No. It seemed really sudden.
Yeah, 1 minute in the hospital. 1 minute he's in the hospital. Allegedly in good spirits. The next, he's giving his own eulogy. So many memes about it, though.
Oh, yeah. The memes will never end. But staying
Yeah,
in
all
the
I'm-
entertainment world, I guess.
Yeah. Want to do Harry Potter or Afro Man?
Let's hit up Afro Man. I think Harry Potter will be a little bit longer.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So Afro Man.
a lot of you,
Okay.
even if you don't think you know who Afro Man is, you've probably heard his 2000 comedy single, Because I Got High.
He almost won a Grammy. He got nominated for a Grammy for that song. Did you know that?
It's a great hip hop song. And I don't listen to a lot of hip hop.
The surprisingly lesser known song, Colt 45. Also a great song.
But
I don't see people talking about music too
sometimes
much.
back, old Afro Man had a bit of a run-in with the Allen County Sheriff's Department.
Little
Mhm.
bit. Not huge.
The in 2022, or was it 2018?
I believe so, yeah.
Let me double check. I forgot the years.
Yeah, let's get the exact year that this all started.
Yeah, it was 2022. Okay.
Yeah.
August 21st, 2022. I remember when this happened because
So-
I've been following Afro Man since high school,
Mhm.
and I was like, man, that sucks, bro. Didn't think anything of it after that. Really, I was like, that fucking sucks. They broke your door and shit.
And stole his money.
Potentially. So
Allegedly.
the reason why they raided his house was
Supposedly.
because they got a tip from an informant or something that he was dealing drugs and trafficking people. He had like a sex dungeon in his basement.
Okay.
And so the cops executed the warrant. He wasn't home. He was off in Chicago performing. Also, a little misinformation I've been seeing people talk about. His ex-wife and his kids were not there. The house was completely empty. His ex-wife lives like down
Yep.
the street from him, and she came over because she kind of like watches over his place when he's out of town.
What being
Does-
cool with your
Yeah,
ex
and-
gets you?
When you
Yeah, they
see a
don't-
bunch
they
of
don't-
cops show up and bust in your ex's door
Yeah.
and start storming the place, it's like, the fuck?
Yeah, they don't love each other anymore, but they don't hate each other. You know,
Yeah.
and they got a kid together or
Which,
two.
if you're gonna
I
go
don't-
through that sort of shit, that's the ideal outcome.
Yeah. Yeah. They go through.
Plus the fact, like that you do have kids together. It's like if he has done something wrong, then you really want to know that because like, might need to reconsider how often I let the kids see you.
And as they're raiding his house, they they did not actually eat the lemon pound cake. They just really wanted to. As they raided his house, they were like going through his CDs and stuff, looking for drugs. They did find a little bit of weed. Shocker. Afro Man had a little bit of weed in his house. He didn't even have a lot. I think it was like less than an ounce.
Yeah, nothing that would even come close to distribution.
Yeah, very clearly personal use. And he had some vapes and stuff. They took all those. And then yeah, his ex-wife did end up like coming over to be like, "Hey, what the fuck are you guys doing in my ex-husband's house?" And she took like some cell phone footage and stuff. While they were in the house, also they started disconnecting his security cameras in there.
Which should
Because that's how he found out. He was in
absolutely be
Chicago.
illegal.
Yeah, that should be tampering with evidence
Yeah, that's-
charge.
That's a big
That's-
no.
Yeah. Apparently it's not. You would think that would be like a 1000% no. You're fired, you go to prison sort of no. But
Yeah.
whatever. I guess not. Yeah. That's something I can get behind for a law being passed.
Yeah.
So while they're in there, they fucking shit up.
I
They
didn't
broke.
call you out on stream. I said hi in chat because I wasn't
Well-
sure if you'd see it.
Also, the fact it's like any police officer that's acting in good faith, it's like you should have no problem with this because as long as you're not fucking around being a piece of shit, why should you be worried about security cameras?
Yeah. Yeah. It just makes it a lot more suspicious. They broke his gate to get onto his property. And then they broke down his door. And
Did they
after
even
all this
have a
happened,
warrant?
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
they
remember.
did. They were exercising a warrant. So
All
they
right.
were technically what they were doing was legal.
To a point.
Yeah. I still think they should all be in prison for disconnecting the cameras.
Yeah, that should be a punishable offense. Any law enforcement official that actively disconnects any sort of surveillance or hinders the function of a surveillance system should go to prison.
The immediate question becomes, what are you trying to hide?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Afroman just in Chicago just seeing this on his phone because he got like a little, like, his cameras are connected to Wi-Fi so he can check out what's going on his property.
Yeah, he gets a security alert and it's like, the fuck?
Yeah, and they found some money in one of his. They checked like all the pockets on all his suits. Afroman has a lot of suits, by the way. And in the pockets was his payment for doing a show with Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa. Which that must have been a hell of a show. Afroman, Snoop Dogg, and Wiz Khalifa. That sounds like a great time. Yeah, and so they confiscated the money because they confiscated the weed as well, because that all counts as like evidence towards what they were looking for, as declared in the warrant. Oh, and by the way, his house doesn't even have a basement, so there was no sex dungeon down there either.
Whoops.
Yeah, look up like planning commission. Oh, this house doesn't have a basement. Maybe these are false allegations. Anyways, he gets back into town.
Somebody's hating.
He gets back into town, and he goes to the police station to get his money back. He's not getting the weed back because I think it's still illegal there.
It's fair enough.
Yeah, whatever. Not enough to charge him with anything, so whatever.
Yeah.
You lost a little bit of weed. He can get more. He probably already has more.
That was probably his backup stash that he forgot to bring with him.
That was probably his stash to make sure that he still had some when he gets home from traveling.
Yeah, maybe.
So he didn't have to go out and get more. But they broke his gate. They broke down his door. He goes down there to get the money, and he's like, "Hey, are you guys gonna like help me fix my gate and my door?" And one of the cops just looks at him and is like, "We don't have to do that." Totally unapologetic. So, Afroman did what Afroman does. Made a killer song. Just asking for them to help him repair his door and his gate. And then they absolutely refused to. And then he started going after every single one of the officers that was in his house.
Yep. Specifically, this is a sheriff's department. It's a little different from a police department.
And he wasn't even...
Yeah, he starts laying
he
diss
wasn't even
tracks on all the
asking-
sheriff's deputies.
He wasn't really asking for like money to get like a new, better door or anything. He literally asked, "Hey, can you send somebody down to just help me hang the door back up? I can do it, but I need a second person." Just
Which
simple
is
as
not unreasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's being exceedingly reasonable for what they did.
Yeah, because he was like, he understood they had a warrant. He understood it was bullshit. That the warrant was bullshit. But it was like, even Afroman was like, yeah, they're kind of doing their jobs. But when they refused to help him at all with his door and his gate that they broke and all the other shit that they did, like they literally cut the cords for the cameras.
Yeah.
They didn't just turn them off.
That's destruction of property.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit right there.
So he starts, in an effort to get the money to fix his door and his gate and like repair the damages that they've done. He's making music.
Replace his fucking security system because they cut his fucking cords.
He's making music, clowning on all these people. Then they go to sue him for defamation. I think the total amount was like 2.9 million. And boy, howdy, was that a fun case to watch.
Oh, yeah.
He goes in, the full American flag suit. Those glasses are sick, by the way. I really love those
and his fucking fro is in prime form. It's so fucking round.
It looks molded.
You know, he specifically went and got that done specifically just for that day.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Well, it was 3 days. He wore the suit and had his fro perfectly done 3 days in a row. Congrats, Afro Man. You're living up to the name. His afro is so good during that case. I saw people asking if it was a wig.
Yeah, it is immaculate.
Yeah. Goddamn. And the case goes on. There's some funny moments in the case where one of the guy, Afroman, said that he like fucked one of the cops' wives, which is classic rap music, you know.
Yeah.
You fuck somebody's bitch. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Classic diss track stuff. And the guy, when he's being asked about it, he's just like, so is your wife cheating on you? He's like, I don't know. Ask him.
Which, bad move, dumbass. I'm sure your wife's gonna love that.
Another clarification. Yeah, way to go standing up for your wife. Another clarification on that is this was a case about defamation and false light. So false light is a form of defamation, which is just you paint somebody in such a false light with lies and stuff that it ruins their reputation and all of that. It's just another form of defamation, but that's why I see people looking at the trial and they're like, well, if it's not true, then it's not defamation and stuff, but false light is a form of defamation.
Yeah.
Well,
another funny one was
No, here's the thing. Defamation is by default false. The truth is an absolute defense against defamation.
Yeah, okay.
Calling someone a pedophile isn't defamation if they're a pedophile.
Yeah, which he didn't. He called that dude's brother a pedophile who was arrested for statutory rape. and then he said that guy molests kids, and he shows a picture of the guy. He's like, I don't know, he's holding the kid's butt weird. I don't like it, so I'm saying he's molesting the kid. So fair enough. That's your opinion.
And dude has a history.
To have. Yeah, and then
yeah, it turns out that Afroman's actually pretty smart. He don't come into shit half cocked.
He does.
I legit think my favorite part was the
by the way,
Linda song, and the cameraman pans over to Afroman with Linda just crocodile tears, and he's just sitting there, glaring at her the entire time.
That's one thing that's extra funny about that is that Lickin' Linda song is 13 minutes and 45 seconds long, and they played the whole thing for her right there nonstop. And then the lemon pound cake guy, he was in there, like on the security cameras. He's going through the house. He has his gun out, and he looks at he like does a double take at this lemon pound cake that Afro Man's mom had made. Looks pretty good. And when he was on the stand, he's like, yeah, people started calling me lemon pound cake. A bunch of random people kept sending me lemon pound cakes. I've gotten like hundreds of them at this point. I'm like, definitely, you're getting free cake, dude. I think that's pretty sweet.
Like, where's the defamation, bro?
Again, lemon pound
hell,
cake.
man, it's like
he was pointing out
if you're an upstate,
the lemon pound cake song. He's pointing out how good the lemon pound cake is and how good you think it looks. That's it. That's not defamation.
Also, you know, like if for any reason I just got like sent like a bunch of lemon pound cakes, like one, I'm keeping some of them for myself, and like I'm gonna go around and start like donating them to fucking food pantries and shit.
Yeah. Exactly. Then I don't know, there's a lot more with this case. When Afro Man was on the stand, he's like, fact, they shouldn't have been there in the first place. Fact. Yeah. If they weren't there, I wouldn't have been on my cameras and they wouldn't be involved in my music. Fact. They have the audacity to blame this on me because of what they did. They're trying to be the predators and the victims at the same time. I was like, Jesus, Afro Man, nice. Yeah, I definitely recommend checking out some highlights from the trial. Oh, another really funny thing that I haven't seen anybody else point out is during closing statements, Afro Man's lawyer, during the closing statement, he's just like, now, look at this man. I like Joseph. I also like to make fun of him a little bit. He's a good sport. But look at this man. Do you think that's a man that thinks other people are going to take him seriously all the time? And like the room camera pans over to Afro Man just lounging back in his American flag suit. And it was fucking great. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. It's a good time. So, and you can watch the whole trial. It's actually not that long as far as trials go.
But
yeah, it's 3 days. But
TLDR,
it's 3 days.
Yeah, it was
deputies from the Allen County Sheriff's.
It was like 4 or 5 hours per day, and you can skip a lot of it. You can just look up highlights too. Those are fun.
But TLDR is members of the Allen County Sheriff's Department were a bunch of assholes, thought that they was mad shit, brushing Afro Man off. Then Afro Man makes fun of them. They turn into a bunch of baby back bitches and try to sue, and their defamation cases get thrown out of court.
Yeah.
Cry about it.
Oh, another thing. Afro Man's lawyer started quoting NWA during the closing statements. Because his whole thing was like a lot of his defense case was like it's music, it's social commentary, like it's about things that were done wrong. So yeah,
try and use it as a learning experience.
All they had to do is they literally. If they literally just sent somebody out there to just help him hang his door back on the hinges, none of this would have happened.
Yeah, no issue.
I think if they just like apologized and tossed him a couple $100, none of this would have happened.
Like if they had just stuck to, you know, like the universal bro code of don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick unless they deserve it. But you gotta be careful when it comes to who deserves it.
I forgot to talk about the money. So the money they took on stand, the guy that initially counted it said that he doesn't know how to count.
Oh no.
And so when it got logged in as a certain amount. And then the amount that it got logged in as wasn't the same as what was returned to Afroman. That's where the theft allegations are coming from. But there's no paper trail. There's no like correction of evidence or anything. They didn't go through proper channels to like correct their log. And it was like $400 that was missing from the bag that they took. $400 that might have been missing, or it might have been miscounted. We don't know. But if they miscounted, they owe the money because that's on them.
Yeah, if the paperwork shows this, then the paperwork shows this. That's what they owe.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think being a grown man at that point, it's like, and in like working in law enforcement, it's like, I think I'd be sooner to say like, yeah, I pocketed it, than admitting that I don't know how to count money.
Well, no, there's video he's on Afroman's security cameras, like starting to count the money, and he starts counting it wrong. There's video evidence of it. Yeah. But you're right. I would have said I pocketed it.
Yes. We see how that whole No Child Left Behind thing's been working out.
I probably would have said I was struggling. I was hungover that day. It was a long day. I dealt with a car crash involving a child earlier that day. My mind wasn't in the game, unfortunately.
Yeah. I was trying to teach a kid how to count, and I fucked up. My bad. And that was weighing on me and just messed up my counting for the rest of the day.
Congratulations on your victory and vindication, Afro Man. You one cool dude.
America is with you.
Even my dad saw it. Like, I was talking to my dad about it. He was like, I really like that song because I got high. I was like, Dad, you dirty bird. Well, my dad worked at a prison. He'd hear shit like that all the time. And I was like, I'd drink a 40 with Afro Man if I ever got the chance. I was like, all right. I don't know. The way I keep talking to comedians, there's like a non-zero chance I could meet Afro Man and get him to have a 40 with my dad. Yeah. That's the other thing, Liz. When he was found not liable, because this is a civil case, you're not guilty or not guilty. He was found not liable. The judge looked pissed. The judge did not like him at all.
I mean, to be fair, he was a smug bastard about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Liz, I forgot about that part too. The judge ruled that he still had to pay for half the court costs. Even though he was found not liable. And that this was a bullshit lawsuit.
Which, couldn't he appeal that?
He can. This is all really fresh.
I don't think it's worth it to him. I don't think monetarily it's worth it to him, but it might be on principle. Who knows?
Well, his lawyer seemed pretty cool and might just pro bono appeal it. Like, that's bullshit. You know?
Yeah. Oh, you got completely vindicated,
this is all. Keep in mind, this is all in a small town, too.
Yeah.
Like, this is like everybody knows everybody sort of thing.
The judge is probably friends with the sheriff and several of the deputies as well.
Yeah. Oh, and like, one of the things that helped Afro Man's case is they brought the ex-wife of one of the guys that was suing him onto the stand. It was the only witness that the defense called. And she had gotten divorced from her ex-husband, had a restraining order against him and stuff. And he was like, she was like, no, the songs were funny. And like, I went to a Halloween party and somebody brought a pound cake and all these people were there. We all laughed about it and then we threw it in the fire or whatever. You know, it was a good time. It's like, you see Afroman's lawyer like, got it. We're good.
We good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the changes that I would love to see come out of this are a law to make it like, because it's not illegal, but it should be, make it illegal to disconnect private surveillance or prevent the recording material from being recovered in some way.
Yeah.
That alone, I think that's really the big thing that should come out of it.
If I was Afro Man, I'd start going on a campaign to get a law passed about that right now, because he's got all the hype to get it done right now.
Yeah,
I absolutely
would,
because fuck you.
It's at the bare minimum evidence tampering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is illegal.
Yeah, it should be classified as evidence tampering.
It should be, honestly.
Yeah. While we're at it, shutting off your body cam should be counted as evidence tampering as well. If you forget to turn it on, that's one thing. But if you actively turn it off, yeah.
Well, intentionally turning it off to hide something, yes. But, like, let's say you turn it off because you think the incident's over and something else happens. That's a different story.
Yeah, that's a thing that would come out, like, through an investigation. That would be understandable. Like, in an honest investigation about it. But, yeah.
It should be investigated for sure, but it's definitely one of those things where it's just like...
Shit happens. I understand that shit happens. I'm not
these
crazy
also have like an automatic recording feature that it'll record something like 5 minutes prior to you starting the recording. So something happens during a traffic stop, you stop your camera because you think it's done, and then some big thing happens, and you start dealing with it, and you're like, oh shit. Hit record. You shouldn't lose that data. But, like, heat of the moment stuff, I totally get it.
Yeah, well, it's because it records a bit at a time and then like auto deletes, and then when you turn it on, that's when it's saving everything. So it's technically
actively saving.
It's actively saving, and then it also, after you hit off, it still does it for a bit.
Yeah, it's like a minute later.
Liz, the issue is that its data and servers to store all that data is expensive. If you were going to have every cop with constantly on body cams that were saving all of the information,
like, it sounds great.
Yes, ideally we could totally do that. Realistically, it's not feasible financially for the citizens, not even just the department.
Yeah. It's not even physically feasible.
Yeah.
I don't even think we have enough data storage available today in all of the world to cover all of the body cam footage from just, like, New York.
Yeah.
If it were to be constantly going. And at that point, you end up with information overload. It's kind of why, as
it becomes a lot harder to sift through.
As horrible of a thing as the Patriot Act is, The fact that it captured everything was its saving grace. There was no way for anyone to catch anything.
Yeah, you have to catch somebody first and then dig through all the files that you have related to that person. But you can't catch somebody based on the surveillance itself. Because it's just too much information filtering through.
Yeah. And there is actually certain privacy concerns. Because, like, okay, you're walking up to someone's house. This is, anything that is recorded footage is liable to a Freedom of Information Act request. You could potentially ask for something that violates people's privacy.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'd love for cops to be held accountable for everything bad that they do. And we're getting better at that, I think, but we're not quite where I want to be. It's little steps in the right direction that matter, right?
Yeah, it's the feasibility that's the issue.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's also just a reminder to, like, stay active in your local politics. Because your local politics are what affect you the most, and they're what you have the most control over. You just need to remember that.
And if you want more government, if you want more
control over,
if you want like a feasible third-party option, start local, because then they can get bigger and more popular and spread their stuff. If you want a third-party option, just saying, it starts locally. Vote local, act global. You know, that sort of shit. All right, that's as political as we get on the show.
Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of global, let's get into a global phenomenon.
Okay, hold on. I really have to pee. So just give me a quick minute before we go too deep into this. Yeah.
How are you, Rimshee?
Oh, doing well. Got a new desk. It arrived yesterday. I still gotta set it up.
Huzzah!
But
I do not have a desk.
I'm also waiting on some other stuff because I don't want to disassemble my desk just to assemble the new one and set up all my monitors and everything. Or my monitor and everything, and then have to come back and take it all down again to reset it up once the other stuff gets here. I just want to take it down and build it once.
Yep. No sense spending more time than needed.
Yep. How's your week been so far?
I took my little mule to the vet. He got one shot. And the vet asked me if I could potentially cut back his food some more. I'm like, I only give the dog a cup of food a day. Like, how much more can I cut it back? I don't think I can. I guess it's the vet's opinion that he's still overweight. I think she's full of shit, but...
She may technically
like,
be
he was
overweight, but...
Well, I looked up the weight range for his type, and it's like anywhere between 45 and 65 pounds. Last year, he was towards the upper limit of that. He was like 61 and a half. But since then, I've gotten him down to 52 and a half. He's lost 9 pounds. And he looks fine. He gets around well enough still. He's going to be 9 in May. It's like, well, maybe raises activity a bit. And it's like, all right, I can work on that coming up. But prior to this, it's been like really cold or really fucking wet.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back.
I think he's fine. I think she's full of shit. But
yeah.
He's healthy otherwise. That's all I care about.
That's important. That's good. Liz, sorry about your pups trying really hard to die. That sucks.
Oh.
Was it health issues or stupidity? Because driving an ice cream truck, I see a lot of stupid dogs that just want to run right in front of the truck.
Yeah, that happens. Way too often.
Yeah. My backyard's got a 6-foot privacy fence. Mine's not going anywhere.
Oh, I've had an issue. Somebody was playing fetch with their dog. And the dog was running back, and the ball fell out of their mouth, and then rolled into the street, and the dog ran after the ball into the street and stuff. You know, that happens with kids too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kids are dumb.
Yeah.
Not all kids. My kids
are
somewhat smart.
That's why you practice
but
defensive
we don't have
drive.
sidewalks where I live, so we can't teach them to stay on the sidewalk at our house.
Yeah.
Always have your head on a swivel.
Nowhere.
Yeah, there aren't many cars that actually come through.
Yeah.
And we're on one of the main roads of my area.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry to hear that about your dog.
I would think that dumb vet.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk. Harry Potter. They call it a teaser. This is a full-on trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, before we get into anything, what the fuck is with the music choice? It's all dramatic and
I'm generic. Not. Well, that's the thing is like, especially like in that first year of Hogwarts, like when you're really getting introduced into this world and how everything works. It's like, there's a lot of wonder and whimsy that I am not getting from this soundtrack.
Yeah, but
right.
This is...
Give me... Here, I've got it pulled up. Let me put it on screen so that we can all just at least listen to the start of this.
Yeah, I think the point of the music is because... Like, they're focusing more on before he goes to Hogwarts, which is the first half of the first book. You don't get to Hogwarts in the first book for a while.
Like, it's this fucking music that they're using.
I mean, the fact that this music continues throughout the entirety of the trailer, even when we're starting to see shots from the school in the wizarding world, it's like I don't like the tone.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
I mean, I'm nothing against Hans Zimmer, who's doing the soundtrack, as far as I'm aware. Dude does great stuff.
This song, this music sounds so generic. I swear I've heard it in other.
I've heard, yeah.
Trailers
This is generic trailer.
It just doesn't.
This is generic trailer music.
Fit. Like they're going for a feel, and
I hope it's not
working.
Yeah, I hope this music isn't representative of the actual show.
Yeah. No, I think they're trying to build a little sympathy for sad little Harry.
Mr.
You know,
Potter.
they're doing an excellent job of making Petunia a cunt, though. I like that.
Yeah, she is thoroughly unlikable right off the bat.
Yeah. In the movies, she was just like a kind of like a snobby bitch, but it's like tolerable. She seems absolutely intolerable.
Yeah, like if anything, the movies made the Dursleys a little more sympathetic than they actually are,
and a bit more comic relief than actual like shitty people.
I will say this about the trailer: for the most part, I think they did a decent job with casting. I know there's the controversy about Hermione not being white. Or at least there was one for a while.
That doesn't matter to me. It doesn't.
Still a thing. I'm just saying. I don't remember if it's still a thing or not.
No, people dropped off on that pretty quick because it's something that doesn't affect the story or the character at all. So it's like it's not a big deal. The Snape we've talked about it before. That has like a lot of implications for other characters' motivations. So like that one's, I have an issue with that one purely because it does change the perception of other characters. So, because Snape was bullied when he was in school.
It was.
Are they bullying him because he's black or because he's just like kind of shitty?
Yeah. The character that is depicted on screen it's fundamentally, it is not Severus Snape. That is not what he looks like.
Yeah.
Period. You made a deliberate choice, and it was the wrong one.
I think Nick Frost as Hagrid looks really good. Sounds pretty good. I'd have to hear him talk a little bit more.
That's like the one thing. It's like he's got the look. I don't think he has the voice, though.
He does a good job in that trailer, though. Like here.
Yeah, he only says one sentence in the trailer, but he looks really good.
Let's just play it so that it's pretty obvious. I'll hit play right now.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever, and they stood up for what they believed was right.
He has that charming sweetness, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that Hagrid's supposed to have.
Honestly,
but he does.
Listening to it specifically, I feel like it could work. It just depends on how it's used.
Yeah, we need to. I need to hear him talk more.
I think there's a lot of
potential.
Like,
the look is great. I think the look is great, but the voice needs work.
Maybe.
Because Hagrid,
we don't know.
He's got a gruffness to him. You know, like he kind of rumbles a bit when he speaks because he's half giant.
Maybe there's more of that because that's a scene when he's like first meeting Harry. So maybe he's trying to be a little lighter and like less scary because he knows.
Yeah,
he's aware how big he is and people can be scared of him.
I think it sounds fine. But I also get where you're coming from. If they were to continue with that too consistently, it could be an issue, but
Mm.
That scene that they show with him and Harry is a strange choice, in my opinion. It's a weird callback. Because the whole them being on a subway thing, that was a deleted scene from the first movie.
Yeah, but that was in the books.
Book.
No, it happens in the books.
No, it doesn't.
I
actually specifically looked it up. That them taking a subway train in the first book does not happen. Because I was confused by it. I'm like, when were they ever on a train like that together?
I swear.
Yeah, it's not a scene in the original book.
Okay.
So I say, like, that's like a strange callback to a deleted scene from the movie. I'm like, that's odd, but okay.
I'm okay with it because they had to get around somehow. Like, them not mentioning it in the books doesn't mean that it didn't happen. One of those things, because it's just like he takes Harry away from the cabin in the middle of the lake or whatever on that little island thing.
Yeah, he takes them away from the little island.
And then it just sort of like fast forwards to there in London. So, I mean...
Yeah, and I think he drops him off at a train station to go back to the Dursleys.
Maybe. I'd have to reread.
It was a train station or a bus station. He drops him off somewhere. I know that.
Yeah.
Because like even after that, it's like he doesn't go like straight to like Hogwarts. Like he goes back to the Dursleys for the rest of the summer.
Yeah, he goes back to the Dursleys for like a month. Which I'm interested to see that part.
And then they drop him off at the platform. And
well,
like,
they
drop
him off at King's. They drop him off at King's Cross Station because his ticket says platform 9 3/4. So they think it's a bunch of bullshit, and they just go and abandon him at the train station. And then they do.
They got him to the train station. Is what I meant.
Yeah, they go back to the train station later to like see if he's still there, and he's gone. They're like, oh, whatever, good riddance, bye.
But I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of and like we see a brief instance of like Harry in school being bullied by what I assume is Dudley and some other kids.
Yeah, Dudley and his crew, they bullied him in the books. There's a whole thing about that. It was an issue. And like Petunia cutting his hair, that's something that happened too. Like she gave him a bad haircut and then his hair grew back. And then she went and like really chopped at his hair. That's a thing that happened in the books too. And then his hair keeps growing back to like how he likes it. And that's like, you know, he's showing signs of having magic sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like the subtle shit.
Yeah. I like that.
Which is why she's so venomous. Well, no, which is why she's so venomous. And I do like her delivery, like why she's so venomous when she says that there is nothing special about you.
Yeah, she was like that in the books. She was a cunt in the books.
Because, you know, like clearly as like we said, like he's starting to show that he has magic and she cannot accept it, will not accept it.
Well, yeah, well their whole motivation was like we're going to get rid of any idea of anything fantastical for this children, so maybe he won't manifest magic. Because she was jealous of her sister going to Hogwarts.
Oh yeah,
that's really
exceptionally so.
And then like later in the series, spoiler alert, guys, it's an old series now. You're fine. Later in the series, you find out that she was jealous of her sister, and like part of the reason why she didn't want Harry to be magic is because magic is what took her sister away. You know.
Also, you know, like I'm not saying you know, like
nothing but bad emotion magic.
Also, you know, like another thing is that like, you know, is the fact that she was not like her and her family. She was not given a choice in raising Harry. Dumbledore's like, yeah, you're going to do this.
Well, and her parents thought it was so cool that they had a witch in the family that like her sister Lily became like the favorite child. Because isn't this so fantastic? We have a witch in the family. It's awesome. Fuck you, Petunia. You just do regular Muggle school. You're normal. You're boring.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on.
But at the same time, she did take it way more personal than she should have.
Yeah.
Well, no, like, I'm not even mad at, like, anybody, like, taking that shit personally. Like, she has a lot of reason to be bitter about, like, magic definitely. In the wizarding world. She just took it out on the wrong person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when she was a kid, and her sister started going to Hogwarts, she started writing to Dumbledore to like see if it was possible that she could also go. You know, like she wanted to be in that world really bad when she was a kid.
I say, like, she does have legitimate grievances, but what she did to Harry was uncalled for. She took it out on the wrong person.
Her method of dealing with it was so wrong.
Another character that looks really good, McGonagall looks great.
Oh, she did. I don't know who the cast. I'm gonna have to find out, but like she looked spot on, pretty much. Lithgow looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that hat.
I think that's like street clothes, though. Like that's him trying to blend in.
Yeah, I think that's Muggle clothes. Because in the books, like wizards will wear Muggle clothes so they can blend in and not stand out in the Muggle world, but they tend to do it wrong constantly. So I think it might be that.
Yeah, but in the books, like whenever he's like not anywhere where like he could potentially be conspicuous, like Dumbledore is all about the full robes, the bright colors, the tall pointy hats. He loves that shit.
Yeah, he has like moons and stars and like purple robes and stuff, and like Janet McTeer.
He's a very whimsical character. Yep, that's it. Looked great. The guy that they got to be Ollivander, I like. I like how he sounds. I like how he looks.
I like how the wands look now. I think they look really cool.
Yeah, like I said, I
think
see it for the most part, they did a really good job on casting.
I do have some gripes about like
sorting hat looked really good too. I liked that.
It looks a little too modern television show for me. Like maybe it'll be different when we see it, but like in this trailer, it's like a lot of it's really dark. I don't like how a lot of these scenes are lit.
Well, that's basically the same gripe I had with their music for the trailer.
Yeah, this might be a trailer thing though. Like it might just be.
I hope so, because I really don't like how the lighting. I really don't like the lighting. I think it looks bad.
Yeah, if they, because technically Hogwarts
from the very first movie,
Hogwarts is pretty dark to begin with. It's all candlelight in there.
Well, yeah, but even then, like when we see that first, like scene in the Grand Hall where we're going through the Sorting Hat ceremony in the first movie, like the amount of warmth and depth and texture that you see in that scene, it's great. It's like a breathtaking, like, oh, holy shit.
I think
like,
this teaser is,
but you can clearly see everything, and it's warm.
I imagine the show might look a little different. I think this teaser is supposed to specifically show like, hey, we're going.
It kind of reminds me.
The books were really emotional, so we're going to definitely hit on those emotional beats. And what this trailer does show a lot more is being more book accurate with some of the characters.
Yeah, I said like, it kind of reminds me of like later seasons of like Game of Thrones, where it's just like it kind of looks grim. It looks kind of dreary, and I don't care for it.
I think
some color, damn it! I want some warmth.
I think they'll up the whimsy and warmth in the actual show. This teaser might just be like, hey, do we need to like color correct some things and like change some of the brightness on certain areas and stuff. This might be like a little feeler for like how are fans responding to it, what are their issues with it, so that the like stuff that can be handled in post can be done, because it's coming out Christmas of this year, so they still have plenty of time to do all sorts of stuff with it.
I mean,
but that also
sort of, but at the same time, it's like they need to get on it because they are running out of time.
Yeah, but that's probably why
It's
they
closer than
released the
people
teaser.
realize.
Yeah.
I was actually amazed it was coming out this year. It's like, really?
I was too, but I think
Huh.
Christmas is a good move. A lot of people watch Harry Potter on Christmas anyway.
Yeah, they do.
Because
And
especially
the
first two,
original
those are
movie
very
came out
Christmas-
around that time period.
Yeah, most of them came out. There was only one that came out during the summer. Most of them came out like November, December-ish.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
like
and
wizards and magic, it's like more of a fall type of vibe.
I think they're also doing well, it's also going back to school, so it's a fall vibe with that too. It takes place in the fall. Well, it starts taking place in the fall, ends in the spring. They're also doing a good
It's almost
move.
like it was a series directed at school children initially. Who would have thought?
So this season is going to be 8 episodes. I think that's an appropriate length for the size of the book. And they're dropping it all at once on Christmas.
I kind of wish more shows would like go back to like airing weekly.
Well, I like. So here's my they might go weekly, starting with the next season, because I like the idea of the first season of a show dropping it all at once to get people invested in it, and then the following seasons you do a weekly thing. Because
I disagree, because if you drop it all at once in the first season, that's what people are going to expect the second season, and some people are just going to drop it because it's not all dropping at once. I could see maybe dropping the first 3 episodes, but not the entire first season.
Maybe, but in the books it takes so long to get to Hogwarts that I don't know how they're doing it. I haven't seen scripts or anything, so I don't know what each episode's going to be like.
Well, it's also just a matter of
part of the reason.
Try and keep your product in the public consciousness for as long as you can.
Part of the reason they might be dropping it all at once is because everybody wants to get to Hogwarts, and the first 2 episodes are probably not going to be any wizarding stuff, really. You'll see like little hints of magic and stuff, but it's going to be setting up the Dursleys and Harry as characters mostly.
But like the books, like they're from Harry's perspective. Like he should be our primary focus, our primary lens that we see the whole series through.
Yeah. Yeah, and setting up how he's treated at the Dursleys, I think, is very important. It informs the character a lot. He's very much, I was poorly treated. I don't want other people to feel the same way. He's that kind of guy. But he's also a snarky little shit. And
oh yeah,
and that's just defense mechanism, you know.
I think some people like kind of forgot because like the movies tone it down a fair bit, but it's like especially in the later books, it's like Harry's a lot like his dad. He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, well, he's a snarky little shit, and he's funny about it too. Yeah, I'm stoked. I hope we get to see snarky Harry. Another problem that I had with the trailer, I wanted to hear how the new Hermione sounds, and they didn't give her any lines, which might be a nod to how in the movies they gave Hermione like all of Ron's good lines.
Yeah, like I was watching because Nerdrotic, he was reacting to the trailer, and he was talking about it's like the girl that's playing Hermione in the show. It's like she's been Hermione in like some of the audiobook adaptations, and he says that she sounds just like her she really embodies the character in voice and mannerism.
Cool.
So
Good.
I don't think we got anything to worry about there.
Yeah, I just would have liked to see it in the teaser because it's the Golden Trio, you know. We heard a little bit of Ron, heard a little bit of Harry. I would like to hear a little bit of Hermione.
Well, like, we get one line from Ron, and it's just like, "Are you Harry Potter?" And I think he looks good. I think his casting's good.
Yeah, no, I think that was sweet. The right energy was there. It looks like they have good chemistry. I like it.
And so, like,
granted,
there are
I'm
things
basing
in
this
it
off
that
of,
I do have
2 seconds.
I said, like, I see things that I like in here, but there are also things that have my concern.
Yeah, I am cautiously optimistic. I'm really liking how a lot of things are looking, and stuff like that.
It'll come down to like,
that's another thing I love.
It's like, how faithful are you really going to be? Is just the bottom
they're
line.
actually making it based in the 90s. I fucking love that. They really dropped the ball on that in the movies, and I understand.
Well, yeah,
but
it's like Harry Potter is a period piece. Like, a lot of the context and world of Harry Potter does not function outside of the 1990s.
Yeah, it takes place in 1991 to 1998 or 99. 98.
It's pre 9/11.
7 years at Hogwarts.
Yeah, it's pre 2000.
Pre 9/11 world. That's a huge distinction.
Yeah, because you might just go, "That's weird. It looks like a car's flying." Whereas after 9/11, oh my god, it looks like a car's flying. Call in the F-22.
Yeah. But I like seeing the windbreakers and stuff.
Also, like, the
seeing a lot
huge
of clothing designs. Like, it's really cool.
Also, the fact, like, the huge reinforcement and, like, buildup of the surveillance state that happened in the wake of 9/11.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, there wasn't, like, I said, like, like, we like, around the time that, like, Harry Potter, like, starts, it's like, yeah, the Gulf War just recently happened, but that didn't last very long.
Yeah.
Well,
And
also,
wasn't
it's
so
nice that it
much
takes
much
place.
anyway.
The other
That was just
part
us
about it taking place
going
the
in with our
90s.
allies and
The other part about it taking place in the 90s is there's a lot of stuff that they do in the books with magic that in modern day we just have, like, technology to do those things.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So, like, it taking place in the 90s, I think, is important to the story.
Yeah. Because, like, it's shown very well, I think, in the Harry Potter universe with, like, the world building. It's like, it's like wizards and witches are more than happy to use Muggle tech out of convenience.
Yeah.
Like, if something works
well,
it works well. And you'd be dumb not to incorporate it into your living.
Well, a lot of times they don't even consider Muggle tech because they just don't know about it. And then, like, a Muggleborn shows up to school and it's like, check out this digital camera.
Well, that's the thing, is that, like, is that, like, that's the thing, is that, like, it's a transition period when we're coming into Harry Potter. It's just like more and more Muggle-born witches and wizards are coming in with different experiences, and, like, the wizarding world is having to adapt.
Also, so, like, it's explained in the books that magic is sort of like a radiant thing if you're born with it. And if you get a bunch of wizards in a place, it starts really fucking with the electricity. and like a lot of tech doesn't work right, especially if it's electric. That's another thing.
Yeah, they just need to learn how to use shielded wire.
Yeah. Does shielded wire, does it shield against magic, man? I don't know.
It shields against electromagnetic interference, which most likely is what causes the interference when it comes to magic.
Maybe.
I said most likely. I'm not gonna speak with absolute authority there. It's possible.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of characters in the Harry Potter books that like don't even know what electricity is. They'll call it like eclectricity. Like, wait, what's up with eclectricity? Like, how does that like work? They'll ask Muggleborns that.
Yeah, like it's like for like a big example of like from the pure blood side, it's like one of the reasons why Arthur Weasley is seen as so eccentric is because of his kind of obsession with Muggle tech and trying to figure out how it works.
He's obsessed with it, and he still called it eclectricity. And he works in the department at the Ministry of Magic that deals with Muggle technologies.
Also, I hope that they do him a bit better in the series as opposed to the movies, because a lot of people kind of got the wrong impression of Arthur from the movies as opposed to the book. It's like, Arthur ain't no scrub.
No, he's just a good eccentric dad, but he'll fuck you up.
Yeah, it's like, he is a pure-blood wizard, and he has power behind it. It's like, don't fuck with Arthur. Lucius almost found out the fucking hard way.
Okay, so I just want to clarify, his, magic blood purity has nothing to do with how much power he has. What it does do, though, because he doesn't care about the blood purity, it gives him a big ol' fuck you to, the Malfoys. I'm pure blood, too. You can't talk shit about that.
Yeah, he is very much he has nothing to prove to fucking Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah. And he doesn't have to defend himself. They're not like, oh, you had you're a filthy mudblood, Arthur. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm pure blood as you. Go fuck yourself. And in the second book,
there was one particular instance in the book where Lucius almost found out the hard way that Arthur ain't a pushover.
No, in the second book, Arthur gets into a straight up fist fight with Lucius in a bookstore.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Like I said, he finds out the hard way.
He's just an eccentric dude that loves his kids and stands up for the right thing and isn't a bigot against the Muggles and whatnot. That's it. Yeah, I love Arthur.
It is a great moment.
They did do a pretty good job with him in the movies, but it was they did a good job with all the fun parts of him in the movies, and I liked that. It was a good portrayal. Because they weren't going to show everything, because it's like a movie. You have to cut a lot of stuff out.
I was saying, if you have more time, you have a chance to do him better, is kind of what I'm hoping for.
Oh, yeah. He's not in the books a lot, though, either. I am excited, hopefully this season does well. Because in the second book, Harry spends a couple months with the Weasleys before school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're they have like a little mini Quidditch pitch and stuff that him, Fred, and George and Ron sort of do like a 4-man Quidditch game up there. They have like garden gnomes that they have to just fling out into the woods. You know. Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, and Molly Weasley.
The house in itself is almost a character.
Huh?
I said, and the house in itself is practically a character.
Oh yeah, they got a ghoul in the attic. That's just there.
Because just like all the various additions that are clearly have been added on over the years as the family has expanded.
Well, yeah, they have 57 kids. No, they only have 7 kids, I think. Yeah. Oh, I wish I could have seen more of Molly Weasley, but she doesn't have a big part in this book. So, we'll have to. That's the next season
they show
thing.
up, but it's mostly dropping off their sons at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
she looked,
and then
like
they help,
the brief
they help
glimpse
Harry
we get of
through
her in the trailer.
She looks good. I like it. I've also seen
hair
some
color's on
pictures,
point.
like, yeah, that's the thing. It's, yeah. Well, all the Weasleys have to be gingers, you know.
Yeah, they have very, very red hair.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, and it is important to the story.
And it's very
Oddly
specific.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could have like heard how she sounds as Molly, but I'm okay with it because she doesn't talk much. She kind of like helps. She's dropping off her kids to go to school, and she helps Harry through the little portal thing that takes him to platform 9 3/4. So I'm okay that they didn't show anything in the trailer because we're not going to get much in the show. More than likely, depending on how book accurate they are.
Yep, which, as we said, that remains to be seen.
No.
Because if they start adding a bunch of stuff that's not related to the book, I'm definitely going to be humming.
No, it seems like they're adding some things like I saw some like leaked images and stuff, and it looks like they're going to show Dumbledore getting the Philosopher's Stone from Nicholas Flamel to hide it. So, and protect it. So it looks like they are going to show that. But it's like it's all related because while they do have a full season to get like through the full book, and that's good. That's a lot of time. It's also a lot of time where they can add a couple extra things that are directly related that might be cool to see, you know.
As like it all goes back to what was promised, and that's the thing that we need to hold them to and keep an eye on.
Yeah.
It's like you sold this entire series to the fans. It's like, we're going to be more faithful and accurate than the movies were. Well, you've already fucked that up, so we're watching you.
Papa,
you've already proven that you're willing to lie to us. So let's see how far you take it.
He is a really good actor. I think he will do a good job overall.
That's why this is incredibly unfair to him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I hate it. I haven't played Lupin. Lupin's a beloved character, and Lupin can be black. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, but Lupin being black means that the black guy is the violent one. He'll just randomly attack.
yeah, he's a werewolf
against his will. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it's like like black character that just like, not that I'm saying that you can't have black characters do this. It's like that's another thing that Hollywood really needs to get over is that like anybody can be an asshole, anybody can be evil.
Yeah. Yeah, but
at the same time, it's just like
black kid grows up in a broken home and joins a gang. It's pretty. You're
like not just joins a gang. It's like, but I'll fucking say it.
Wizard supremacy gang.
The Death Eaters are
Nazi
basically
gang?
the Nazis. They're basically the Nazis.
Yeah.
Like somebody brought up, I think it was like in Gary's chat, like, you know, it's like, because Gary's like, oh, yeah, like the black kid gets bullied and then joins a supremacist group, and like I saw somebody in the chat like Black Klansman.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah, and like, yeah, between that and like, yeah, it's also like because he was bullied, and this is 90s England, pretty white, so
yeah,
you know, it's gonna have some implications, especially from maybe it has less implications from like a UK perspective, but from an American perspective, it has a lot of implications.
Because of the implications.
Yeah. Discord has some weird audio stuff going on with it. My soundboard doesn't work properly right now. So
yeah.
Otherwise I would have pressed.
I said this was a deliberate choice, and it was the wrong one, in my opinion. You should not have done this.
Make Dumbledore black. I'd be fine with that.
Culturally black or physically black?
Both.
Because if we're talking about characters, you know, like in like terms of like importance to the overall plot, Severus is up there. Really fucking high.
Yeah. It's like
to
I said,
the point, like Voldemort probably does not get defeated without him.
Yeah.
In fact, I know he wouldn't.
Make Sirius black. I mean, it seems weird that a black guy is last.
A lot of people have been. It's just like Sirius is going to be black because his last name is black, and a lot of people have already been saying that. It's like. Are they really going to be that obvious? Are they really going to do it?
Yeah, make his middle name Lee while you're at it. And
Don't have that tidbit of info. Do not have that tidbit of info spoken anywhere. Just have it on his employment file in a scene.
No. It would be great if he had like Professor Flitwick.
On his wanted poster,
just have Professor
Sirius L. Black. Make Professor Flitwick black. I'm cool with that.
I'm just imagining like a flashback to their time in school.
Sirius Lee.
Yeah.
No, I'm just imagining like little Professor Flitwick like looking through his glasses and like a flashback as he's doing like class roll call. He's just like, Sirius Lee Black.
Yeah.
I stand by the
character.
The last name first. Black. Sirius Lee.
Yeah.
Black, comma.
Yeah, no, don't mention it. But like, you know, in the 7th book,
turn it into a fucking Simpsons joke.
In the
I'm looking for a seriously black. Is there a seriously black here?
Don't even mention that his middle name is Lee or anything. Have that be a thing when Harry is raiding the Ministry of Magic, when he's raiding Umbridge's office, and he finds those files on everybody that's in the Order of the Phoenix.
What I was saying.
Yeah.
What I was
Yeah, but
saying.
no. Yeah, I know that's what you're saying. I'm telling you the specific scene where it should happen, and it's even in like the last book. And then just one little joke is like, Sirius's middle name is Lee, and then just like, and then just
have it all capitalized.
Don't mention it. Just have it be a little Easter egg in there.
Have Harry look at it and like. He just like runs his finger by the name, like he's just sort of like reading it while pointing at the words, and like, huh, and then just moves on.
Get back to work.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Never let
fun.
it be spoken aloud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't want to be a dick, but that's another casting that needs to be better, in my opinion. Is that she's a little too prim, she's a little too proper in the movies. It's like in the books, Dolores Umbridge is a very notably unattractive woman.
Yeah, she looks like a toad.
She is a ugly fucking hag.
Yeah, but it's hard to. That's a hard thing to cast.
Oh yeah, we're looking for a very ugly woman. You fit the bill.
Casting directors do put out casting calls like that. I've seen them. It's wild. Yeah, that's an easier thing to do if the character's going to be likable. This is possibly the most hated character in all of fiction. That you're
at least in the Harry Potter
an ugly
universe.
person to play.
Yeah.
It's one of the most hated characters in all of fiction.
Like
her appearance fits her personality in the book. She is a deeply ugly person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that there is a very hated character in the Spider-Man universe who was basically a self-insert. I forget. I'll have to ask Pav. He knows. But I think the dude's name is Paul or something. And he's hated because he was basically a self-insert that completely replaced Peter Parker in the worst ways possible.
Oh, another one that you need like one of the like smuggest, most annoying like socialite bitches possible for Rita Skeeter.
Yeah.
She can be attractive, that's fine.
I think movie Rita was okay. I don't think they had enough time to do that character justice though in the movies. That book is so big. And they cut out so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. But doing Rita Skeeter justice for like season 4. Also, that's another thing. Making this first season 8 episodes. I'm thinking they might go more episodes for some of the bigger books, which would be nice.
Yeah. I just wonder what the production is going to be like, because they're on a time limit.
Yeah, well, they still have 9 months.
No, I mean, like, for the series as a whole, it's like, you know, I said it before the show, it's like, Lithgow's 80. You need to, if you're going to get this all done, you need to step on it. Like, you need to get your production and shit figured out.
Yeah, Lithgow. He seems extremely healthy. He was never an unhealthy guy to begin with.
But But as we proved at the start of the show with good old Chuck, shit can just happen, man, and it can happen quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we're just gonna go in circles if we keep talking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And we're about that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I was kind of made of a liar last week. I said that we would get to the hot dogs, and we did not. We did not.
I'm not
Too
even
much
gonna
stuff
promise
happened,
it.
okay? Not gonna promise it. The hot dogs conversation will happen when
that's about
less
the extent
stuff
of
keeps
what I'll
happening.
promise.
It will happen when less stuff keeps happening. Today was between Afro Man trial and Harry Potter. Are you kidding me? It's my fucking birthday that we get to talk about these two things in one show. Yeah. Hot dogs will happen, though. Eventually. I have to rewatch that video, though, to, like, try to wrangle in some of my arguments.
I already have my arguments. I have my line of thinking on it.
Yeah, but in that video, there's like 5 people making 5 different arguments, so I just want to hear like everything that they have to say, and then build off of that. Anyways, good night, everybody. It's been fun. I had a good time.
Good night.
Oh, bye, people.